All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to all you sincere Hakim out here pushing this truth in all sincerity. All right, we're Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out prophesying the downfall of America according to the Bible. All right, and we're here to wake up you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to the fact that you're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right, but our people running around still in this delusional state, wanting to be all kind of different religions and stuff like that. All right, when they don't even know what the word religion means. All right, if you practice any type of religion, the word religion means religio, which means to hold back. All right, so if you practice in any type of religion, you're being held back. All right, whether it be a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, or whatever you want to call it. All right, you're not being told the whole truth.
That is Acts 17 and 24. It says, the Most High that made the world and all the things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwell not in temples made with hands.
That's right. So if you go into these buildings, all right, like churches, I'm gonna just speak about the church right now, because that's the major thing with these so-called Negroes, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Also, with the other, and the Negroes like going to masjids and stuff like that, you know. But the Lord says that he doesn't dwell in temples made by hands, man. All right. Also, what the scriptures say, wherever 2 or 3 are gathered, that's where he's going to show his presence. So this is the church right here, man. We're the church. All right. You don't gotta go to them buildings where you got the pastor and the deacons and all that. They taking all your money, man. All right. Lying to you, telling you everything's going to be all right, and they're stealing your money, man. All right. Go ahead,
So Matthew chapter 22, verse 9. It says, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
That's right. So we're on the highways and byways right now, man. All right. We're on the highways bidding you to the marriage. What's the marriage? Coming back into this truth, man, of who you are. All right. That's the marriage, man. Let you know that you're an Israelite, man, and who your power is, which is not no Jesus and it's not no Allah, man. All right. The Father's name is Yahweh, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shah, man. All right. So if you call on any other name besides that, you're not going to be delivered, man. All right, go ahead.
So verse 10, it says, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests.
That's right. So we coming out here and we gathering together all that we find, man. All right. The only people that we're going to be able to gather is the elect, the men that's going to get this message that we out here teaching, man. All right, according to the scriptures, man. Because ain't no 2/3 going to get it. Ain't no another nation never going to get it, because it wasn't given to any other nation, man. It's only given to the children of Israel, man. All right.
This is Psalms chapter 50, verse 5. It says, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Now, what's making the covenant with the Lord, man? Turn it back to these scriptures, man. Right? By sacrifice, that means you're leaving alone the things of this world, man. You're not partaking in the things that you used to do when you was before you came into this truth, man. All right. So only like I said, only the men of the Lord is going to get this message, man. This message is not for everybody. We ain't coming out here for everybody. All right. We're only coming out here for the 144,000, man. That's it. Go ahead,
All right, so this is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the lands of the sea, so like in the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
That's right, man. So that's the first time we was delivered was the first Exodus, man, in ancient Egypt, man. Now this is going to be the second time, all right? And that's talking about right here in America. And when it mentions all those places, it's talking about all four corners of the earth that we were driven to, all right? All four corners of the earth out of all these different nations, that's where the Lord's going to gather respect. And that's talking about his men, man. All right, starting with the elect first. All right, because 2/3 of our people, what you see right here, 66.6% is going to be destroyed, man. Wherever they stand at, whether it be in America or any of these other places, man. All right.
This is Romans 15:4. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That's right. So these scriptures was written before our time. All right. Through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, he orchestrated all that. But it lines up to now. When it was written back in the ancient time, a lot of those prophets, when they saw the different visions, they didn't know what they were seeing, man. So it was written for this time right here, for our learning and understanding, to be able to go through these up and coming events that's about to take place, man. Because you have Syria just got bombed by America, and people are going crazy, they losing their mind, man. Why? Then they talking about, oh, Donald Trump, he did this, he did that. Man, you know Obama was doing the same thing, man. It just wasn't put out there on a high scale. But now, because you have Trump doing these things, right? Now all of a sudden it's a big problem. We've been at war, man. Yeah, man, we've been at war. But just because you see these things, that's because niggas don't like watching the news and nothing like that, man. All right? America's been at war for some years now, okay? But now it's really about to hit the fan to the point where it's going to pick up and prophecies are starting to be fulfilled, man, on a higher scale, all right? And when these things happen, we come out week in and week out, you people are really going to lose your mind. This is just the tip of the iceberg, man. We still have the RFID microchip, which was one of the major prophecies that haven't taken place yet, all right? Martial law. We still have things that haven't taken place yet. And one major thing was that Brexit thing, man. When Britain wanted to exit the EU, that right there is saying a whole lot, man. Because they're basically turning their back on America. When if you go back to America, never was really independent. That whole 1776 thing, that they just signed treaties so that Britain want to keep wreaking havoc over here, man.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel.
And what's that roll that it's talking about? The roll that it's talking about is not talking about a physical, natural roll that you buy at a pizza shop or the market, man. The roll is talking about these scriptures. Eat what thou findest. That's talking about the knowledge and understanding that you get. You're supposed to eat it, man. What's eating it? Comprehending it. All right, digesting it. And coming out here and letting the people know, all right, what's going on according to the Bible, man. All right? Because these people have no clue. Like I continue to say, man, these people going to be caught like a thief in the night, man. All right?
So Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. It says, blessed is he that readeth and that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
That's right. It says, blessed is he that readeth, man. So if you don't read, how are you going to be able to comprehend anything? All right, if you don't read something for yourself, you'll believe anything, man. Like the old saying is, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything, man. All right? So blessed is he that readeth and understandeth. So once you understand these things that are being written in these scriptures, you're going to be blessed, man. All right? Why are you going to be blessed? Blessed with the knowledge. You're going to know how to conduct yourself. You're going to know, you're going to come back into remembrance of who you are through these scriptures, man.
So Ezekiel chapter 1, chapter 3, verse 2, it says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee.
And let's not talking about physically eating. All right, it's talking about mentally eating. Open your mouth, open your mind, man. And open your mind to the things that's being written in the scriptures, man. All right? Because everything that's written in these scriptures is starting to come to play right now, man. All right? But they don't teach you that in church, or none of that, man. All right? They sit there and teach you prosperity doctrines that America's going to last for the next 10, 20 years. Look who you have in office. First of all, you're not supposed to vote a man over you into it that's not of your people, your nation. All right? So right there, that's wicked in itself right there, man. And then, first of all, when you vote in America, man, you're not even voting. Your vote don't mean shit. All right? So if you believe that, you obviously have no understanding, man. All right? These presidents ain't elected, they're selected, man. All right? Like this little girl said, and matter of fact, a little girl even did the research on this, man. All these presidents are all related to each other, and they all go back to a king in England, man. They all have the same bloodline, man. All right? That's the way Esau does things. They pass things down from generation to generation. But their time is up, man. We at the end of this thing. All right? If you look around and see the things that's going on in this world, then you'll know that you're at the end. That's why it says watch as well as pray, man.
So Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15, it says, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy power shall choose.
That's right. So don't set nobody king over you. Just because the president doesn't have the title of king, he still has the same duties as a king, man. All right, and matter of fact, I believe it's in the Constitution. You can't give yourself a title of nobility over here, man. So even governors are considered kings, man. All right, you have governors, presidents, mayors. All those guys are considered kings, man. Okay. Why you think the president goes around the whole world, man, dealing with queens over there, Queen Elizabeth? All right, you got kings in other different nations. So he holds the title of a king. And the scripture just said you're not supposed to vote nobody over you in the title of a king, man. Go ahead,
So Deuteronomy 17, verse 15, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, right, whom the Lord thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not of thy brethren.
That's right.
So, brother.
So that's why in America, what you do. Matter of fact, prime example, and this goes for you niggas, man. When Barack Obama first came into office, I guarantee you every nigga in America voted for him, man. Why? Because you thought that he was of your people, man. Why? Because he was a man of a dark skin. Barack Obama wasn't our people, man. First of all, Obama was a Hamite, which is a damn heathen, man. All right? But you niggas, man, you ran out to vote for him because you were so tired of seeing a so-called white man in power, man. Or in the White House seat. Right. All right? So that's the reason why you niggas went out and voted for Obama, man. All right? Yeah, which Obama comes out of this line right here, this lineage of Ham, man. So he's not an Israelite. And matter of fact, what has Obama done for any of you niggas, man? And how many executive orders have he signed that you don't even know about? And he told you when he first came into office, all right, that he was going to give you, I believe it was 7 days for you to go over every law, whatever he signed into play. Did he do that? No. All right. That's the problem with niggas, man, and not even just all you people, man. You believe in anything that the so-called white man tells you, man. All right. You believe anything that Esau says, man, or whatever he makes a law, you want to go and follow after that. Like he's God, man. First of all, this matter of fact, this is one of the major things that you niggas like to follow after. Why? Because the so-called white man puts this up in your churches, man. All right? He puts this image up in your churches, and a lot of the nigga woman, the black woman, she worships this. And this is called mind control, basically. Why? Because you had these fucking crackers there kill your people, and all you want to do is forgive them, man. This is not even a biblical image. That's why when the brother read earlier, blessed is he that readeth, if you read, you would know that this is not who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. And that's not even his name. This right here, this is Caesar Borgia. All right? This is Caesar Borgia. All right? He lived, it's like the 1600s. He lived in the, this is his date of birth, 1475 to 1507, right? Now, Michelangelo was paid to paint this picture. This is him right here. He was paid to paint this picture, all right? And make this the image of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? This guy was a homosexual. He had sex with his sister. And this is the image that our people worship. And all across the world. Say what? Why is there horns on his head? Because he's a damn devil. This is the real image. All right, according to the scriptures, this is the real image of the Lord, man. And this is just to give you a visual. I mean, not saying he looks just like this, all in the face and all that, but this is the image according to the scriptures, man. All right, that's the real image of the Lord.
Yo, I agree with that because what was from Israel, right? Like that
You
area,
said?
like because he's from like Israel, right? Like
What is this?
like the area that's now modern day Israel. You know what I'm talking about? It's not. It wasn't used to be Israel.
But Israel is known as a people in the scriptures. All right, it's not a land.
But like, if you look at where he like migrated in that area, he went from like what's modern day Palestinian to modern day Egypt, and that whole area, if you go back before Europe was even like going in there and like like having kids and breeding and stuff, and before like Jews, like old ancient Jews,
Who the ancient
definitely
Jews?
look like that. Definitely look like that. 100%. Yeah, no, I tried to convince somebody that. Totally got
These
What's
people don't. People
Why are you guys?
What's your nationality?
I'm European, and then, but they draw Jesus to look more like me than that.
Exactly, like this.
Yeah.
But you know who this guy is? You know who this guy is?
Nah.
He actually lived, all right? We was just explaining this young lady right here. This is Caesar Borgia, all right? He was born in 1475 and lived about 1507. All right. Now Michelangelo was paid to paint this picture of this guy right here and make him like the Messiah. All right. All right. Because the real, all these people on the sun you see right here, these are the people of the Lord that the Lord chose. All right. All these people right here. This is they will be considered the dead. All right. So you got Judah would be the American Negroes, so-called. Benjamin the West Indians. Levi is the Haitians. Simeon is the Dominicans. Zebulon is the Panamanians. Ephraim is the Puerto Ricans. You got Manasseh Cubans. Reuben is the Central Indians. Gad is the North American Indians. Ashur is the Brazilians. You got Chile is the Argentinian. And Issachar is the Mexican.
No, it's
All
crazy
the
because
people on the sign, right?
yeah.
They don't even know who they are today, man.
Yeah. Not living.
Why? Because we were stripped of our heritage and everything.
No, Europe, if you just look at colonialism in general, so many cultures have been lost, so many languages have been lost, records have been lost just because Europe comes through.
Well, I mean, they still have records of these things.
Yeah.
But with the elite, you know who the Rothschilds are, the Rockefellers, those people. All right, well, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers are international bankers, and those are the people that are running the society right now behind closed doors, right?
Yeah.
So they're the ones that spent all this money to keep this information hidden.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got scripture right now?
Yeah, this Psalms 83 and 1. It says, "Keep not thou silence, O Most High. Behold, so I can hold not thy peace. Be not still, O Most High. For lo, thy enemy make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head."
Wait,
They're-
when this shit happen?
So.
No, why did they just walk away?
Say what?
Why did they just walk away?
Read that one more time, man, because
Was this cool?
once the scriptures come out, man, it ain't for him anyway.
So,
But,
Psalms
I mean,
80.
Just want to explain it right here too. Who he is
No,
too.
he asked the question. What was his question?
Same thing we was talking to you about. All right.
So Psalms 83 and 1. It says, "Keep not thou silence, O Most High. Hold not thy peace."
So keeping out that silence is letting this information come out, man. Because the Lord, for so long, our people didn't know this knowledge, man. They wasn't coming to waking up to this knowledge. Go ahead, Al.
It says, hold not thy peace and be not still, O Most High, for lo, thine enemy make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
So who is our enemy, man?
What question
Right.
is that for you?
Who is our enemy? You can go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Right there, real quick, and then we'll come back to that. Because we about to explain to you who your enemy is, man. All right?
So Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
There you go, right there. You're going to be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Man. So the people that came over here on ships, these people on this side, and they're being sold to your enemies, who was buying you when you got to America? The so-called white man. All right? That's who was buying you, man. So that's right there letting you know who your enemy is, man.
It says, Psalms 83 and 3,